Get some things off my chest. Tough times, I hope y'all holding up. We gon' be alright, cause we always is. But I'm feeling like this.
How many mothers have to cry? How many brothers gotta die? How many more times? How many more times? How many more marches? How many more signs? How many more lives? How many more times?
Hey DC Scholars family. It's coming to y'all because I know it's been like hard these past few days. What's going on? You know, Black Lives Matter. I know a lot of scholars been saying what's been going on, but I want y'all to know, keep y'all head up, stay strong. You know, we're gonna make it through this. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell all the scholars, you know, when we in school and, you know, they off task or fell off task and just in the hallway and I see them, I go up to them, ask them what's going on. You know, they tell me, and my response to it is, look, you're gonna be all right. I understand what you're saying and I understand what the teacher's saying, but I need you to get back in that classroom and get that education, because that education is what you need. You know what I'm saying? That education to take you far in life so y'all could be what y'all want to be when y'all grow up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all won't have no fear of anything. Just keep doing y'all thing. We miss y'all. I miss y'all. DC Scholars, we the best.
My name is Michael Brewington II. I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a son. And I'm a brother. I'm a black man. And my life matters. Black lives matter. We will no longer sit back and watch the extermination of our people. The revolution is here.
Good evening, DC Scholars. How are you doing? I just wanted to check in and let you guys know that I am here for you. This video that I'm making was going to be not a video. At this moment in time, I am not at the mental capacity to have this conversation, but I had to think about it in a way of saying if we were in school, we would be having these conversations, so I decided to come forward. I just want to let you know that even if you cannot have this conversation with your children, it is okay. But if you would like to have this conversation with your children about the injustices of Black people, this is how we can start. One of my play cousins, she wrote 3 ways that we can talk to children about race issues, and 1 is checking in, ask them how do they feel, like what do they notice in the news. 2 is to anticipate emotion. Sometimes this conversation may be hard to have, and just anticipate if the conversation is a hard one, that you feel those emotions and you talk through them. And number 3 is to make them feel empowered. While I was online, I was looking at Epic, and I was looking at 4 books that would be helpful. And of course, nothing is at the forefront. But we can definitely just look in the search bar and go to civil rights, and there's a whole bunch of material that we can use. We have things about Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, about sit-ins, about all types of things that you can introduce your children to, so that way you can have a conversation based on books and audio books. I just want to let you know that through this time, I am here for you. You can email me at cowsley, so COWSLEY @dcscholars.org. And we can discuss this if you would like. If not, just know that it is okay to do nothing, because mental health is also something that you need to take care of, and make sure that you are aware of your feelings right now, which I am. But I felt that coming to you during this time would be helpful, knowing that I would have to have these conversations with our children, and to let them know that I'm also in the fight with them. This weekend I went to protest, and it was something that I'm going to have to tell others about, and I'll continue to do so as I see fit. So I hope you all feel inspired to do something, even if it's to take care of yourself or to have this conversation with their children. But just make sure that you are taking care of yourself first, because you are what matters. And also remember that Black Lives Matters today, tomorrow, and forever.
These last few weeks have been emotional, painful. As a black man, I think often of my own kids, my scholars, my boys, my girls. My greatest fear is waking up in the morning and seeing one of your faces on the news and your life unjustly taken by the ills of our society. We felt compelled to reach out to you. We felt compelled to stand behind the phrase, to stand with the phrase, and to scream the phrase that Black Lives Matter. But this message is meant to convey to you, most importantly, that we recognize you, we see you, and we know how much your life is valued. For a lot of you right now, you may not know how to process what you're seeing in the news. You may be confused, you may be hurt. You may not just be able to find the words to express the feelings that you have, or even be able to define the feelings that you have. And that's okay. But we want you guys to know that right now, this is our moment. Many of you were born at the birth of this movement, but this movement now has more momentum than it has ever had before. And we're not just fighting for our lives right now. We are fighting for your future, because your life does matter. Again, your life does matter. The nation is standing up for you right now. People are tired of the inequality and the injustice that we, as black and brown people, continuously experience in public and in private. But not only the nation is fighting for you right now, the world is hearing your cries. With that being said, I want you guys to feel proud, not just for who you are and what you look like, but be proud right now because your voice is being heard. Opportunities are going to be fought for you. We want to make sure that your future is brighter, that the obstacles that we faced, that our grandfathers and grandmothers faced, that our great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers faced, will not be your narrative. We want you guys to be successful. And we fight for you every day in the classroom. But now we're taking that fight to the streets to guarantee that we will not lose another child, another son, another daughter to a senseless act of injustice and inequality. Take this moment right now. Recognize and say to yourself every morning that your life matters. Regardless of your circumstances, regardless of your environment, your life matters. Regardless of your skin tone, regardless of your gender, your life matters.
Playing in the park, taking you a jog, sitting on the couch, in your own house. Never seen a matter what we do. You think we don't matter, but we do. You got a problem cause the city on fire.
8 minutes and 46 seconds. That's exactly how long this video was before I started speaking. The same amount of time in which George Floyd lost his life. Our work as educators is more important now than ever. At DC Scholars, we say scholars today, leaders tomorrow for a reason. Because we need our students to become the next change agents, the next leaders in the community. We need them to be the next chief of police, the next sheriff, the next mayor, the next governor, the next president of the United States. In order to truly dismantle systematic racism, we have to do it by having a seat at the table and doing it from within. So that's why, for us, giving your child the best education possible is truly at the heart of our work. We know that during this time is challenging, it's a pandemic, and we are literally risking our lives to fight for our lives, just to say that Black Lives Matter. This day is Juneteenth. Celebrate with your family. Take care of yourselves. And we look forward to seeing you in August, making sure that we hold true to the mission of our school and that we hold true to knowing that we have to do right by our Black and brown kids because we need them to be our next leaders.